cooler, which I've grabbed. This is really useful if you work a horse really hard and it's very cold outside. You can put this on and it just pulls all the water right off him and keeps him warm. So it helps dry him and it protects him from the cold. Now, Noah's a really good boy, so having it like this doesn't scare him, but a lot of horses would be scared by this. So you wouldn't want to just run at a horse and try to put it on like this. You'd actually want to take it and fold it. And the way that you would fold it is you fold it, so this right here goes on his withers, okay? So you're gonna take, and this here is the inside. This is the outside, and you can tell because all these straps and buckles and stuff go on the outside. So I've got the outside towards me, and I'm holding where it goes over his withers up by his head, and I'm going to fold it in half, like right where it would follow along his spine, okay? And then I'm gonna fold it once more in half, like this. So this allows me to approach Noah without this giant scary thing flapping everywhere, okay? So now that I've got him here, I'm gonna lay it over his back. I'm gonna say, hey, no, I'm right here, okay? Now you're gonna unfold it towards his withers, okay? Notice how I'm not having to flap anything anywhere. I'm not gonna scare him. Then you're gonna undo your last fold, and you're just gonna drape it over the other side of him. So now we've got it on him so we can adjust it. So I'm gonna pull it up towards his withers. I'm gonna make sure it's down on his back. All right, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buckle these buckles up by his chest, okay? So, I ask him to back up so you can see what I'm doing. The top buckle, you want to buckle very, very loose. And this is because when he reaches down, no, come here. If he were to reach down, there's gotta be room for him to stretch down. So see how much he pushes on that buckle? We wanna make sure he's got enough room to do that. So then the bottom one is the one that we put tight, and that keeps the blanket or the cooler from sliding backwards. So we put that one much snugger than we do the top one. So now that we've got it around his chest, we've made sure that these are all through the keepers. There, in their proper keeper. Here through their proper keeper. Okay, so the front's done. Now, you'll notice there's a buckle right here. Most blankets and coolers have something that attaches underneath the belly. So I'm not gonna run underneath, I'm gonna just simply reach underneath with my arm, all my body stays out, and I'm gonna bring it here. And a lot of blankets buckle this way. Now this is kind of a complicated buckle. You'll see the T. What you do is you take the T, you turn it sideways, and you feed one end of the T through, and then you twist it. And then when you twist it, then those bars of the T keep it from sliding back through, okay? We can do this again close up. Now, in the back, Noah's got little straps, okay? There's several ways you can do leg straps. The key is to make sure they're not loose enough to get tangled around the hind legs. That's very important. Also, it's a good idea when you're putting on a blanket, stay on the side of him. Don't put him on from back here. You want to stay over on the side, and that keeps you a little bit more out of kicking range. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this, I'm going to run it between his leg, and I'm going to bring it back up to the loop back here. So can you see this loop? And I'm going to clip it, okay? The other way, and you can see that that's how this blanket really is supposed to go. This is nice and high, it can't drop and get caught over his hocks, and he's not going to step through it. The other way you can clip some blankets, and this cooler is not one of them, is you can actually clip it to the other side so that the legs actually cross over. And that's a good idea for a blanket that's got really long straps. And so you can see it actually goes from the left side here, and it connects over to the right side. And then if I were to do that, I could take this one, I would connect it over here. So they just make a little X, and that helps keep them out of the way. So you can do the blankets either way. The key is to make sure that the straps are up and out of the horse's way. So the way that I just put this cooler on, you could put any blanket on a horse. So if that's a waterproof sheet, a fly sheet, which keeps bugs away, or his warm winter blanket if you're trying to keep him warm during the cold winter months. They all get put on the same way. So thanks.
Thanks for watching this video. Help My Daughter Loves Horses. Check out our website for more.